How are you guys doing? All right, so Miss Angelina decided to take herself over by Mr. Dalton house, and she let Anthony know she didn't realize that he has a mental illness. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sharon Review. All right, so she let Anthony knows that she and him have a little talk, and she mentioned his mom. Anthony was getting upset and says, "Don't mention my mom. Don't get my mom involved in this mess. Don't you ever do that." I thought he was going to cry actually when he mentioned his mom. He was getting very cross there. And she says, "Yes, Shayla, let me know that you don't want to pay for Kai's birthday party. And he's only 2 months. And you're going to miss out on all that memory. When Shayla and I do the party, it's just for you to pay." Can you imagine? I dear Alani, good morning. She don't even say to him, say, "Okay, Anthony, Sheila, let me know that your budget is 5 to 7. Let's go in half and half, and let's split the cost." But Sheila and her mother don't think rationally, and they're not reasonable. All right, so Miss Denisha comes out to tell Anthony that before she comes out, can you believe it? She says, "You're taking care of somebody else's family." And this effort that I couldn't believe Angelina went there. She says, "This effort taken away from my grandson when I am the matriarch of this family." No, Denisha comes out and she's come out and says, "Anthony, your food is ready." Denisha didn't have to come out there. She don't need to help fight his battle for him. But anyway, Angeline says she don't know manners. And she says, "Yes, my parents taught me how to respect my elders." Oh, God, I can't wait to see what happened next. Oh, good morning there, Frankie. Good morning, um, Hera. How are you guys doing? I tell you, that is pure deliciousness. I'm telling you guys. Oh, Denisha says, "Who you think?" And Miss Angelina says, "Wow, are we showing shots?" Oh, definitely she's showing shots. Oh my good. Anthony's afraid of Angelina. Angelina even tell Denisha says he will not say a word. Oh, does she know he's not gonna say a word? Remember yesterday when him and Shayla got into it, he went home to complain to confide in his lover. That's Denisha. And then in the evening area, when we were on, they have another skit with her. And of course, you know that we are reviewing the Country Wayne skit. And Denisha told Anthony, "Oh boy, I have to give you some because you did very well with Shayla. She did not, it just does something to me. It's the first me ever see she initiated. It's always Anthony initiating, you know what I mean? But let's see what happened. Will she be upset at him? Because right now, Angelina comes to convince Anthony to pay for Kai's birthday party. So, what you guys take on this? Did Angelina have any? Should Angela be at the Daltons try to convince the little boy father to pay 20,000 for a 2-year-old party? Anthony said that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Anthony says no, that's ridiculous. He's only two. 20,000. That means that every year it's gonna be going up. Every time he goes up in age, the money gonna get larger. Oh my goodness, that was really an interesting skit. So, and Angelina is something else. Try to put Anthony down. Meantime, she's talking to him. Or is she come over to chastise chastise him and convince him, say, you know what, me and my daughter, when we do it, we're going to do it big and loud so he can have that memory. And Anthony says, but he's only two. He doesn't need a $20,000 birthday party. And he's right. The baby doesn't need that. So what do you guys think is going to happen next? I wonder what Denisha going to say next door. Oh, but look at Angelina trying to put Denisha in her place. And that was something else to see. See Nisha here. Denisha said, excuse me. I know how to respect my elders. And you remember she says to Anthony says, I'm Nana, I'm not. Don't age me. I'm Nana. And he said, oh, your grandmother is here. She said, don't age me. I'm Nana. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Sharita. Good morning. So the mess starting, and the mess is gonna continue with Mr. Dalton and his mistress, Denisha. hmm So let's deviate from these two for a bit, my lovelies. Let's deviate from those two for now. All right. So now, this morning, I noticed that yeah, I noticed that what you call it there, Ben, Darren, and Anthony is going to be paying some money because it looks like their money is not legit money. Now I realize that something is going on. So this is why Anthony doesn't want to go into court and take Shayla to court because Michelle husband said, Michelle husband says, Ben, Darren, and Anthony, and they're going to pay out big because they do not want the client to know what they're doing with their money. All right, so some scamming is going on. So I guess they're going to make Anthony be a scammer, it looks like. Stephen Mack, yes, Sharon, it's a watch the shirt also. hmm Oh, you watched that skit also. Yes, that was interesting to see because Michelle is saying, I need, Michelle is not, no, Daniel is not like that. So I need to tell my girl what's going on about the 250,000 that he invested in Gabrielle business. And the husband says, I want you to go to the bank, get a business loan. You're going to start your own real estate stuff, which is fantastic for her to do. The husband says, you see that thumb drive that I have? I have the T on Dan and Ben, and I also have an Anthony and Darren. Oh, baby, it's going to get big. Oh, God, I'm looking forward for this to happen because I always wonder why he doesn't want to go to court. You know what I mean? I was wondering why he doesn't want to go to court. And they haven't told us yet why he doesn't. So now, with this skit here, it's um, the Michelle and her husband storyline is getting interesting. Before it wasn't making any sense, but trust me, baby, now it start making sense. hmm And he's going to extort them for money. And he says, I will give you my money and you get that loan from the bank and we put it together and you can start your business. She said, I'm all for that. But at least they're having good conversation, right? So how do you guys feel about Michelle husband going to be escorting some money from those three um, men that are still doing some scamming that they're not supposed to make in the money. So they have legitimate business, and they also have business that is not so illegitimate. Oh, they grow those funds. This is why Anthony doesn't want nobody into his finance. That's why he ain't going to court. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. He told Alicia he worth 20 million. Yes, Nancy, he did say that. Juicy storyline. Oh, yes, it is getting extremely interesting. I tell you, my darling, extremely interesting. And Nancy says, I told you they're snakes. Yes, we figured that out long time ago. That's why we always says, remember, Charmaine let us know ahead of time. So we have to give her kudos too. She says, Sharon, when Anthony come in, remember saying same have 30 million. And when time come for him to invest, it's on go 1 million, I was it 1 or 3 million he has. And then by the time he married Amber, Anthony didn't have any money. He was broke. He has to go take money from his house and give her that $250,000 wedding that they had, even when she wanted a necklace, right? All right. So let's see what you guys are saying here. Idea sure to rental. Angelina is a witch. It is time. DNA test, new DNA test to be taken. I know it. And you know something, guys? Remember we were saying about the, we were talking about, thank you, my baby girl. Yes, almost. Yeah, you know that people. Yeah, Angelina going to take several seats before Denisha get in all together. Okay. Thank you, dear Joyce. The building that I'm going to look so weird. Yeah, specialist appointment I have today. Good morning, Morvis. I should say, come to my appointment with me. Hold on. Let me just sit down here for a bit. Okay, so good morning. Stephanie say yes, she saw that skit. Stephanie might say very interesting. Yep. The guy is going to prison again, Hero says. You think so? And then Shirta say, Amber, we needs to pray for Amber. Amber good man. Amber already a prayer up. Nancy says, Anthony needs to be clean out. I'm ready for this karma. Well, if you clean out, Amber don't have nothing to get. Please like, share, and support. Thank you, Nancy. And Sharon with another man's money. He told Denisha he's worth 20, yep. And Disciple says, good morning, Sharon and Shaq. Good morning, welcome in. Michael says, I think he needs a birthday party. I don't think, I don't want Michelle's husband to get no birthday party. I want them to continue with that story, guys. I want to know what, oh, Anthony make his money. I want to know what Darren is doing with people money. And I also want to know what Ben is doing with money that him says his wife gonna have the therapy session that she wanted. So there is a lot of things to come, guys. And by the way, is I wonder when will Danielle give Steve the letter? So There's a lot of things. I'm dying to see if everything ties into them. Scamming. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess if that goes how it goes, Michelle shall get her money to do her business from her hobby. Anthony is not getting any karma. Bogus, Amber, and Shayla bought out the demon in Anthony. Thank you, Errol. Stephen Max says, if this happen, Amber may get 50%. Maybe if this happen, Amber won't get nothing. He told Amber he never really broke. Yeah, yeah, because he has asset, but he didn't have liquid money, right? Good morning, Sharon. Hi, Kenyatta. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Angelina is so nerve wracking. I am the matriarch. Do you know? I'm the matriarch of this family. Like says Anthony married to her daughter. Come on now. Go sit down, Angelina. IT baby. Belinda says, I think Shayla bought devil of Anthony, brought out the devil in Anthony. If he pays attention to his wrong little, he won't be in this trust. In. Okay, rephrase that. I'm a little confused with that message. I think Shayla brought devil of Anthony. If paid attention to his wrong little, he wouldn't be in this trust. He in. And then Eros says, everyone is just after Anthony getting his karma, most especially Amber Whisperer. Leave Anthony alone and focus on your Wolfman. Okay, Eros, just don't say stuff like that, okay, darling? All right, we're all talking about the skit. And remember, it's just a skit. And we're just going to have fun with the skit. And Danielle is a dummy. Yep. And Belinda says, both going to get karma, Anthony and Amber, because Sheila never get karma. Sheila karma coming, man. Or isn't Sheila in her karma? Iman left her for Delicia, but she still have Anthony paying her bills, so she gets somewhat of a karma. Can't call that karma for me. How would people feel if the female was holding out and the man, Duda says? I think they would have find nothing wrong with that Duda, honestly. I hope Darren buy Keisha a car. Okay. Oh, his new baby. I hope he does. At least she'll have that when his money is gone. Or will they Anna give Michelle husband a birthday party? Because men like those, if they're in shady stuff, things can happen. I'm dying to see, does Anthony know what his money is? Anthony really shady? Or he just knows some shady people? Mm-hmm. Angelina plans fail. Smash the like button, Nancy says. Thank you, Nancy. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you, guys. And Sharita says, you, Skit E, and family, Amber is in trouble. Yep, they're in. Maybe it's a possibility. I don't think she's in trouble. I think she needs to stay far away from Anthony right now because things are going to hit the fire soon. Tanisha has no business in Anthony and Shayla business also. Angelina should not be involved. True. Anthony is not going to jail. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So you see your moderator say somebody in the chat, you're the only moderator I've been there right now. If somebody is being disrespectful, you're allowed to put them in timeout. Sheila needs a job, yes, and he says Michelle's husband is a scammer. He just wants to get some money from Ben and Daniel. Yep. And Delicia will be exposed next. I hope so. I like Keisha. Yes, I like Keisha too. You think Angela and Denisha go and add in? Yes, they're gonna be some words. Meantime, I'll be in the office there getting tested. Yeah, for my appointment there. Anthony is slimy snake. Yes, we know. Dara says, same way Wolfman Dave has no business in Amber's and Anthony issue. Yep. Sharita says, no, Dave. Brooke told Isaiah off finally. Ooh, that's interesting. I wasn't aware of that. That's fantastic there. Good to know. It's about time. Duda says, regardless of male or female, once the trust is gone, you never completely get it back. True. You'd have to build on that. And then Michelle Belinda says, Michelle, husband on the loose, bring them all down. Yes, Belinda, definitely. And Dee Fraser, so if Amber was still with Ant, would Sheila want 15K last year? Didn't she get it? Did Anthony have it? But Amber know Anthony pays for the party, but she doesn't know how much that was. Yeah. I say I want to know who told. Yes, I think the apartment kids told him that Cameron told Brooke about it. Yeah. So they let the puss out of the bag already, so he knows. Disciple says Anthony is shady to hiding money to avoid having to pay it to Amber. Yes, that's what he did. Definitely did. But now he's after the pay through his tail. He want to give Amber 10%. Let's see how much percent he's willing to give Michelle husband because he has the tea on them. And they can't do nothing to him, you know why? If he go missing unless them are gonna get rid of Michelle too. Watch Anthony going to pay that 20. I'm watching, darling. Nancy, I'm watching. Let's see if he does or he still stand 10 toe down today because that's what we said. Let's see. Era says, sure, you want only Anthony to get hurt. Why? Era, what did I just say? Anybody, did I tell anybody that I want Anthony to get hurt? Michelle's husband has stuff on Anthony that what he's doing that Amber is not aware of. Ben and Darren, the all three men, are going to get what's coming to them. So they're going to pay out of the, so I says, will Anthony pay the scammer 10% like what he wants to give Amber because he says Amber told him, do not give nobody more than what he would give God. Remember? All right. And then there is Ben. What is Ben gonna do? Does Ben have any more money? Or does he have money and Danielle thinks he doesn't have any money when he actually has money? Guess what I'm saying? Okay. Amber is also hiding. Oh, yes, she is. Nobody says she's not. But that is, that we ladies always have our rainy day funds. All right, guys. I do love you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys when I come out of the office. Bye for now.